2020 has been tough on us all, but here at NorthCrest Health, we wanted to take the time to share a little positivity and show how we've rallied around to face this thing called COVID. So join with us on this short journey, and thank you.
So our first COVID-19 inpatient was diagnosed on March 20th of 2020. It was really what we had been preparing for. It was a day we were hoping would never come, but it did. But our team was ready. But are you ever really ready for a worldwide pandemic to come to your community? The patient care team was incredible, fearful but willing, strong but in need of support and encouragement. It was just a few days later that our first severe COVID patient was admitted to NorthCrest Medical Center with cough, shortness of breath, and fever. He was young and healthy, but COVID doesn't care. He rapidly declined and required intubation, and he was on the ventilator for 12 days. But he fought hard. He was with us for 8 more days and continued to grow stronger and improve. Our staff loved him and cared for him. They prayed for him and celebrated with him. It really was a great day when he was discharged home with his family. He was our first real glimpse of how terrible this virus could be, but he was our first miracle.
The nurses were so wonderful. They would call and just let me hear my mother breathe. And it was so comforting and heartfelt and so very much appreciated. I know for a fact that my mom would not be alive if it weren't for NorthCrest. I know that for a fact. They saved my mother and have given me the opportunity to be able to have her back in my life and given us all a second chance to be able to spend hopefully many more years together.
These months have been really difficult on our staff. Long, hard working hours. Some employees were on call and available day and night. Some of them even spent the night here at the hospital away from their families. But through all that stress, they found a way to encourage each other and the patients and even find time to have a little fun. Another touching story began with a very sick patient that came to us in early April. At the time of his admission, we had no idea how much he would become a part of us. He had no family support here, so we became his family. When you would go up there, the love they felt for that patient was unlike anything I had ever seen. He was at NorthCrest for a total of 85 days, and he was on the ventilator for 60 of those days. There were many days and nights that we didn't think he would live, but he fought hard. To bolster his spirits, our nurses would give him their own personal cell phones so that he could FaceTime with his family, which also encouraged him to get better. Seeing the joy on their faces was well worth the gift. Our staff was with him every step of the way, literally every step as he learned to walk again. He fought harder than anyone I'd ever seen fight in my life. And I've been a nurse for 34 years, and I've never seen anyone fight that hard. No one will ever forget him. He's actually our miracle.
Muchas gracias y le doy gracias a Dios que salí de esto porque la verdad no pensaba ir salir.
These are just a few stories. There are hundreds more that can be told. We are so thankful for the support of our community, the meals that were delivered, the PPE, the handmade masks that were dropped off. This totally fueled us during this time. If I had to describe this team during this time, I would use words like adaptable, dedicated, passionate, capable, trusting, and forgiving. It's truly a story of how a small community hospital came together and put their own personal families in the background to administer wonderful care during a time that no one has ever experienced before. If you would like to show your support for our team and put funds back into our healthcare community, we would love for you to give. As you know, large gatherings, such as our NorthCrest Gala, did not happen this year. Please consider giving today. You can text your donation to 44321 and in the message bar, put the word NorthCrest. Quick and simple. This battle is not over. Let's continue to fight this pandemic together.